Hello, everybody. Welcome to study our course called Native Architecture. In this lesson 47, we will study how to publish service using NodePort. For some parts of your application, for example, front ends, you may want to expose a service onto an external IP address that's outside of your cluster. Cluster Kubernetes service type allow you to specify what kind of service you want. The default is cluster IP. In the last lesson, we have learned how to create service with the service type of cluster IP. If you don't specify the type, the default service type is cluster IP. Okay, so cluster, if you use the service type cluster IP, exposes the service on a cluster internal IP. Choosing this value makes the service only reachable from within the cluster. This is the default service type. In this lesson, we will study the service type NodePort. So we will study the service type NodePort. Expose the service on each node's IP at a static port, the NodePort. So if we create a service with the service type NodePort, it will allocate a port on each port, such as this. Its port range is during 3000 is between 3000 and 32767. Okay, so it will allocate a port between this port range. Okay, and then to our cluster IP to which the NodePort service route is automatically created, you will be able to contact the NodePort service from outside the cluster by requesting node IP colon with the NodePort. Okay, so we can use with this this node IP address with the port. Okay, then we can also then if you access this port with the column with the port, you can access the service. Okay, so now we will take an example. Okay, you pay attention to the 2 points. First, you need to specify the port. Okay, this is the port you need to specify, and the target port. Okay, the target port is the port. Okay, and you need to specify the service type NodePort. Okay, here we take an example to verify this command. So we have created a deployment. So first we get the deployment. So we have created the engines deployer, and its replicated port count is 3. Okay, and we can use kubectl get port wide to check. Yes, now these ports are distributed in Kubernetes worker 1 and worker. Oh, they are all in worker 1. Okay, and now yes, and now we can first we can use the kubectl expose the deploy engines, deploy, and so you need to specify the port equals 8,000 and specify the target port equals 8 and specify the service type equals NodePort. So because the service engines deploy already exists, so first we need to delete this and then kubectl delete service. No, so now we recreate this now, and so we can use the Kubernetes get SVC to show all the service. So now we can see that we have created the engines deploy service and its service type is NodePort. So we use the so we can also see the ports in this port column. So we can see this is the port. This is the port with specified with the service, and this is the port that is allocated between the port range 30,000 and 32,766. So first we can use the curl to with this cluster IP. This is the service IDR. Okay, and with the port. Okay, this port will so here we can see root. Yes, we can it distribute it will distribute the traffic to the replicated ports. Okay. Yes, now we can say that the service will distribute the incoming traffic to the ports in the deployment. In the deployment, okay, so the 8,000 to the port in the ports. So okay, and now we can also use the you can also access the Nginx server homepage through this port. Okay, so first we need to show what we can use kubectl get loads. Get loads. Oh, right. No, this. So we need to find the local. Yes, this is the internal. Okay, so this is the internal IP, the loads IP. So you can also use the loads IP with the 8,000 with this port. Oh, cool. Oh, so you need to if you specify the loads IP, you need to follow this port. Okay, because it expose this port on one locals. So you can hear. It also you can access this Nginx server through one of the loads. Okay. So first now we can access these ports in the here we first we must add the ports in the security group. We need to re-log into the AWS console and add the So we can here if you can access the service engine service in the cluster by using the node IP. You can also access through the internet, but first you need to you need to change the security group rules. So here the security group. Edit inbound rules. Okay, because this port range is the default range of the Kubernetes node port range. Okay, delete and save rules. So now you can access the engine server through the internet. Use the public IP address. So first we can use the master node. Okay, use the master. Okay, this is the public IP address of the master node, and with the and it must specify this here. This you should specify the port. This port. Okay. Yes. Now we can see that we can access the engine server by using the master node's public IP, and you can reload it. Will distribute it to the pod, to the different pods, and we can also this. Here. Yes. Now you can by specify the public IP address of the node. In the master node, you can access the you can access the routes, the service. Okay, and also you can access the work to load and the port service type. Yes. So here if you okay, if you specify this, they should redistribute this traffic to the different ports. Okay, so in this lesson, we have studied how to publish service using the service type NodePort to allow the public external access through the internet. So that's all. Thank you.